Silica can be used to help remove foreign matter from the body. And silica and thuya have traditionally been used for vaccine injury. So it's a remedy that can be used just in general, potentially for vaccine injury, because in a vaccination, something is injected into the body. And silica can help to remove foreign material from the body. So that's another interesting thing to keep in mind for silica. But certainly, in a situation like with these kids, all of these kids, a child like that, with this kind of history, lots and lots of things happened, inherited weaknesses, you will probably need 50 remedies over a period of a couple of years, 2, 3 years. Okay. But I just don't give them all at the same time. So there may be a silica layer or a silica aspect, or he may go into a silica state. There may be a constitutional silica aspect, and he may benefit from it at some point. I'm glad you told me that silica may have helped him before, so I'm going to keep that in mind. So don't think that they only need one remedy. It's not like that. These complicated cases, you go through dozens of remedies over a period of 2, 3 years. Ashwini?
Most of the children received vaccines and occurred damages. So, uh, Thuya, is it a good remedy? How do we decide, like, is this is a good remedy to give due to vaccine injury?
Well, as much as possible, I try to individualize, right? We talked about that already all day in a way.
Mm.
Um, sometimes sometimes it comes up during muscle testing. I may
Okay.
put it into a chart to see if silica or thuya might be helpful in a particular case. And if it does come up, I'll probably give it. Sometimes there are other symptoms pointing to silica or thuya, like excessive head perspiration and certain food cravings, oily skin, warts. It could go silica or thuya. So if you have other symptoms that fit one or the other, then it may point to that remedy and the child may benefit from it.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay, I am going to stop the share. Okie dokie. There's another. Does he need a metal detox? Yeah, the whole metal thing, that's another interesting question because a lot of the kids will test high on heavy metals, but they don't necessarily get better when you do a conventional metal detox. And now I'm concerned about using TRS. I mean, I still would use the Fiji water, the silicone-rich water. You can certainly use, what's it called? The green herb. I'm sure one of you will know and tell me in a minute.
Cilantro?
Yeah, that's the
Cilantro.
one. Thank you very much. That's good. You can certainly do bath with clay. You can give more zinc. Zinc, one of the reasons we give zinc and that Smith's added zinc to the naturopathic part of the protocol is because zinc is needed for metalloenzymes, which are enzymes that help to remove metals from the body. So if a child has enough zinc, then their body is going to be better able to remove metals from the system. Sea minerals are also incredible binders. Polymetals. I have used polymetals too, absolutely. Polymetals can be on the list. Sea minerals, yeah, that's a possibility as well. Clay bath. You can certainly bathe in Epsom salts. I like recommending Epsom salt and clay bath myself. Chris, did you mean bathing in the sea minerals?
Yes, I was wondering if that's what she meant, or is
Oh,
that something
Natasha.
different?
Yeah, Natasha, how do you use the sea minerals?
Hi. I've actually got this product. Yeah, I'm in Australia. It's a brand called Genesis, and it's got sea minerals in it. And then they add in extra herbs like hawthorn or these other like extra herbal extracts. And what I have found is because I use a device called Eligoscan,
Oh,
which tests the body for. It's very similar to the HTMA hair and that hair analysis. You just
ah,
scan the hand, and it gives you an indication of the heavy metal status, but also the vitamin status in the body.
Okay.
And what I have found is sometimes when there's high heavy metals like aluminium, mercury, etc., that often you're right in saying that there's a zinc blockade. Often the body cannot absorb zinc if there are high aluminium and mercury levels, especially in the body. And what I have found in my personal experience is lots of young kids have very, very high cadmium in their system. And I've done a little bit of research, and what I've found is, the playgrounds, like at the local park, they have the bark on the floor, and that special material that the playground is in, that's actually laced with cadmium. And sometimes kids are running around barefooted without their shoes on those areas. And then the other infamous site to cadmium is blueberries. A lot of kids are obsessed with blueberries, and that's one of the high metals that blueberries are laced with. And there was a story, I think, a couple of weeks ago about strawberry, the brand Driscoll's in the US.
Yes.
That's now also in the headlines for
Yes.
the heavy metals that they're laced with. So it's like we can't win.
Okay. Well, that's super interesting. Thank you so much. Lindsay wrote, my 13-year-old had high aluminum on a hair mineral test, and I used low-dose alumina 6C daily for a while, and then on recheck it was in the normal range. Very cool. Yeah, I use alumina too, as you just saw earlier. He had insanely high levels of boron, boron as well. So I did low-dose borax, and his levels went back to normal. That's very exciting, Lindsay. Minerals. Oh, thanks very much. I'm going to keep that. Excellent. Great. Okay. Do you still have bandwidth left? Uranium on a hair test. I don't know. I haven't come across it. But perhaps, we do have remedies made from uranium too.
I actually have had this happen to me,
Really?
but I live in the mountains and I hike a lot, and I really think it's from going into some of these really high mountain waters that rarely see, they barely even get out of freezing temperatures. That's the only thing that I can think, but they do make uranium nitricum that I did get it. I haven't tried it on myself yet, but I'll let you know if I do.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll all be interested in finding out. That's really interesting for sure. Huh. Okay. Do you still have bandwidth left for a few more PowerPoints? Want to learn all you can? One sec. Just 1 second. I'm just going to pause the recording for a moment.
Yeah, my question was,
Okay. I missed something. I will check later. Go ahead.
1 second. My question was if the child needs to take a couple of remedies a day, how do we know which ones can we give together at the same time if we're using water doses? And how do we know which ones we need to separate?
Okay. Ask the question again.
Give me 1 second. Okay, if the child needs to take few remedies a day, how do we know which doses need to be given at the same time and which ones need to be separated?
Why does the child...
Like, let's say, for example, Zain, we keep continuing with chelidonium and the berberis, and we still give like the MMR. Do I separate them, or do we only do just one?
Okay, I'm sorry.
You know what I
I
mean?
finally
Yeah.
get it. Okay. I have done both. I have had parents that just gave everything all at once in 1 cup of water, and it worked. Ideally, you give them at different times. Yeah. I missed recording a whole big section of something here. I'll have to go over the recording and re-record that part. Oh boy. All right. Okay, did you learn something today? Is it useful? Don't be intimidated by it. It's not as bad as it looks, although it's actually not that easy either. But once you understand the basics, you can do this, you know, like it is manageable. You can do this, okay? You can do this. All right. Everybody, thanks very much again, and I hope you all have a good rest of your day and the rest of your weekend, and I will see you next month. Bye-bye.